Today is the last episode of 2020. In the last 6 months that I have been making these episodes, and all of you have loved this channel in giving you knowledge to transform and inform yourselves. As we go from 2020 to 2021, we cannot but take notice of the depth, of the despair, of the disruption that the pandemic brought to us. I'll give you 5 or 6 themes that I have collected to prove my point that the despair of 2020, as we are passing into 2021, will bring cheers. It was proven that this virus, which got transmitted from bats to humankind, it happened because there was mindless encroachment into the natural habitat of the birds and the animals, and the viruses which were contained within themselves got transmitted, spread like wildfire, because the rapid urbanization, the lack of governance, the lack of collaboration between governments when they found that something as disastrous as corona has struck. Now the world has taken note of it, and the governance principles containing urbanization, doing meetings, doing travels which contributed to the rapid spread in a new way, in a controlled way, is taking place. Second important thing is that during 2020, many people were thinking that this is the end of the liberal world. Nationalization, nationalism, nationalistic views were taking over the so-called liberal, which is inclusive, discursive, argumentative kind of a view. But as all of us know, Donald Trump got defeated and Joe Biden came in. This gave way to more hope to the classic liberals in taking forward a more open and more inclusive and more democratic, in classical sense, kind of view forward in 2021. Boris Johnson of UK has already, redefined his association with the Brexit and the way it is to be done, and the German elections which are coming up in 2021 and the French elections in 2022, they are hoping that the conservative nationalism which ruled part of 2020 ended with the Trump election. The next one we must consider is about the climate change. The climate change, which is mostly defined by the presence of greenhouse gases like methane and all, came down by as high as 7%. Maybe it is because of the pandemic, the petroleum products which when burnt contribute to this got reduced, but the overall factor that people have taken notice of the bad effect of greenhouse gases on the entire well-being of the society, government policies seems to be working, and this will go into 2021. Next important field which I want to bring as a theme is the science of epidemiology and virus. And rapid collaboration happened, and people developed vaccines many places in the world simultaneously. The first vaccine that was developed was contributed by a group of scientists who are of Germany but of Turkish origin, a true international kind of a collaboration. The other important pattern of 2020 was re-emergence of welfare state in its new format. The working class, the agrarian class, the middle class, and the underpaid wage earners came back to the policy making, irrespective of the governing party, irrespective of the governing structure, irrespective of the country. In 2021, we will see that this trend will become stronger. What we are seeing in India today in terms of direct benefit transfer, Kisan Samman Nidhi, or gas to the women, all these will be formatted, enhanced, and new schemes will be added. So 2021 for the middle class and the underprivileged, that is good news for the society as a whole. The next important thing, digital world, digital transformation had been accelerated because of the pandemic, especially in the area of collaboration, working from home, etc. Monoclouds, which were the theme of 2019 and 20, gave way to hybrid clouds, where multiple cloud providers contributed to the enhancement of the quality of digital offerings. And organizations invested a lot of money in rejigging their legacy applications and legacy softwares, going into transformed cloud-based, open source-based, and AI and intelligent automation-based software with customer journeys or customer experience at the center of everything. Bitcoins, started going up, and central banks, which were dismissive of Bitcoin as a phenomenon, ramped up their efforts for central bank digital currency. I think the globe as a whole was going in a direction which is more progressive, more scientific. In India too, we saw the impact playing out in similar manner. And as we speak, as we go into 2021 from 2020, although inflation is slightly high, in India, car sales are up. In fact, the November car sale figures were more than 5% higher as compared to November 2019 figures. The industrial production figures were high. The consumer behavior was higher than 2019. Although export sector there was some downturn, but I think we are coming back in 2021 will be much better. At the end, I must tell you also the Nobel Prizes of 2020, which is amazingly signifying the themes that I have told. In medicine, there were 3 Nobel Prizes, and all the 3 were given for finding out the hepatitis C virus. In economics, it was for auction theory and the method of documenting auctions. In case of physics, it was for black holes. In chemistry, it was for genome mapping. In literature, once in 10 years or something, it is given for poetry, and 2020 it was given for poetry. So 2021 brings much more hope. I wish all of you a very, very happy and prosperous 2021, and 2021 will definitely be much better than 2020 for all of you, and that is what I wish. Thank you for watching. Keep watching. In 2021 we will bring newer versions, new themes, and more energetic content in a capsule form.